In this video, we'll be going over common challenges for beginner viola players. These challenges are some of the things that I struggle with as a beginner violist in the past and still do sometimes, and probably a lot of other violists struggle with before. So let's first do a quick reminder of how you should be holding your viola and your bow hold properly, just in case you're wondering why your posture or the way you're holding your viola hurts. So you should always be holding your viola on your shoulder like this, with your neck resting against the chin rest like a pillow. Your viola should not be falling off with your body trying to support it falling off like this. You should always have it right next to your neck like this, and it should not be in front of you, always on the side like this. And always have a straight back, and make sure your left shoulder is not going up like this. Always have it relaxed, just like as if you're regularly like standing up. Just add your viola to it, and that's how you should be holding your viola. It should never feel tense. Now moving on to the wrist. It should also always be a diagonal line. Make sure you just check in with that all the time. And whenever you're trying to reach a note that's hard and you can't do it with your finger only, always have your arm support it also with your thumb, not your wrist. Your wrist should follow along with the arm. Also, your bow hold should be a proper bow hold, because the bow helps create a small or big sound, and this bow hold, a proper bow hold, will help tremendously with it. So these are all the things that can help with producing a better and bigger sound while also being comfortable while doing it. So the key thing is to never be tense in your hand area while you are playing with your bow, because if you have a tense arm or tense wrist or tense fingers, you're gonna have a tense sound. But if you have a relaxed wrist, relaxed fingers, and a relaxed arm, you're gonna have a relaxed sound, and it's gonna be easier to produce a bigger and brighter and happier sounding sound. So now let's move on to intonation. Intonation is a big struggle for everybody, no matter how many years of playing you have, and no matter how many years of experience you have with the viola. It's always a struggle for everybody. You can never have perfect pitch. But you can always improve your intonation by doing exercises and intonation studies and skills to help you improve your intonation. So a very good trick to have is always check with open strings. So whenever you're playing any scales or musical pieces, always check with open strings. So if you have like a C natural note, you can always check it with your open C. So if you have like a C natural, always check it with your open string. Or if you have like a fourth finger C on the D string, you can check it with your C natural on the G string with your first finger. And if you're unsure of that C natural on the G string while you're checking it with your fourth finger C on the D string, check your C note on the G string with your open C string. Then cross over to check your fourth finger C with your first finger C. And you can do this with any open correlation string. So like a G natural, you can check it with the open G, or an A, you can check it with an open A. This is a little trick to have if you're struggling with certain notes. So another trick that I have for intonation helping is using the drone. So for example, if you're doing a D major scale and you need help with intonation by checking certain notes, you can always use the drone on D, since it's a D major, and you can check with the drone. Or if you're playing a musical piece that is in G major, you can put the drone on the G note and check certain notes with that G drone drill. So last but not least, let's talk about how to stay motivated, how many hours, minutes, days a week you should be practicing, and how to efficiently practice. So to stay motivated, I think a big component for that is not thinking of your practice sessions as a chore, because the more you think of your practice sessions that way, the more you don't want to do your practice sessions and the more your goals with your viola decrease. I think thinking of your viola practice sessions as not a chore and actually setting goals for yourself is actually a way to get motivated and try to get better at your viola. And for the staying efficient in your practice sessions and how many hours, minutes, days a week you should be practicing, I think that is always up to you. You should never compare your practice sessions with others. The amount of times does not matter. It does in some way, but you know your value and you know your worth while you're practicing and you know where your goals are. So always try to take it day by day and try to get to your goals without comparing yourself to others. And that is a great way to stay motivated and be efficient in your practice sessions, and that will make you a better violist overall.